Hi, good morning everyone. This is Chrissy Gallegos, and it's been a little bit since I've done my last video, so I'm going to do a quick recap, tell you where I am and what's going on and why it's been so long since I did my last video. So basically, I had my surgery done on March the 18th with long-term VSG. My surgery, they're in Tijuana. My surgeon was Dr. Jorge Maitarena, and being one of the first ones to use the long-term VSG company, and them having the best price that I found so far out there, even to this point. I've been going through the steps of what my surgery was like, both pre and post-op. And so now that I'm at my 6-month surgiversary, as they call it, for my gastric sleeve, I wanted to do an update simply because I've been a little over a month in maintenance phase. That phase is where I have already reached my go weight rather, and I have been learning the tricks of the trade that work for me to maintain my go weight. So quickly a recap: my highest weight was 263. That was around the holiday season last year. My surgery weight on March the 18th was 244 pounds, and I have now been about a month and a week and a half, 2 weeks maybe, at goal of 170. My last video was about 4 months, and I was at about 174 pounds. And so this video might be a little long. I do ask that if you do have the time to watch it all, to do so. There's a lot of good information in here that I feel like will be beneficial to a lot of people, especially as far as understanding and learning the things that I've learned through this short little bit of time. So basically, again, 263 highest weight, surgery weight was 244. My go weight is 170, and I have been holding at 170, give or take a pound, for the last month and a couple weeks, so a month and a half basically. And so first thing I'm going to do is stand up and let you guys see where I am. If you can look in the picture here, you'll see that this is what I look like sitting down. This is my little flat tire that I call it. This is the excess skin that I have in my lower abdomen. Of course, once I sit down, all that kind of comes up. But if you look, I'm still thin here. Fortunately enough, gravity has been very kind to me. So, in my opinion, as far as my loose skin and things like that go. So I'm going to stand up real quick just so everybody can kind of see what I look like. I'm going to try to show you as much as I possibly can, my legs and everything. But here's kind of like a full sit down shot. And then standing up, this is a women's large shirt. I now am pretty comfortable in a medium. I still have not done a lot of shopping just because my body's still changing. Even though the scales have not dropped for over 6 weeks, I have continued to lose inches off my waist, my core area, my hips, my legs, and my arms. And then, of course, I'm a hippie person, so by that, not hippie, I mean I have a lot of hips. So this is what I look like. I am going to lift my shirt and show you. This is my stomach region. You can see what it looks like. There is some excess stuff going on here. I am working on it. I don't feel like it's sufficient enough still at this point to even consider doing a tummy tuck. I may feel differently about that in the near future, but as of right now, I'm okay with what this looks like. We'll slide down. This is the tummy area that I was talking about. If you notice here on the right side, you're going to see that this side is a lot more toned up here, and then here you'll see my left side has more of the droop here. It is a lot different. A lot of people, you may have to go back to my 4-month to see, but I've lost about another 3 inches off my waist. So the inches are still coming off, even though I'm not losing per se any weight as far as the scale goes. And I feel like the reason that is because I'm working out and I'm burning some of the fat, and of course I'm toning. So therefore all that, there's still fat in there, cellulite, things like that. But these are my legs. And this is my major problem area. I was really concerned about the excess skin on my legs because this area here is where I carried the bulk of my weight. My arms, if you can see them, if you remember my 4-month video, they were a lot worse. There is still excess skin, but I do work those out daily. The lower area here and my core I work out every other day. Simply squats, lunges, and hip thrust is what I'm doing. I'm not running or anything like that because I'm not trying to lose any more weight. I'm really just trying to tone and kind of see where I'm going to be at. And I feel like that the toning is working well for me. This is my back. I'm really pleased with this here. I was really concerned because we all have, I'm a big breasted person, so I was worried about the loose skin here, but it's actually firming up well. You can see my hips here. You can see my hips here, and you can see what's going on. And I think a lot of this here also, there's my dog. A lot of this here has to do with my stomach as well, and I feel like that the more and more I tone this, a lot of this will tighten up as well. But as far as loose skin, I feel pretty comfortable in that. My breast size was originally a 38-40 triple D, probably should have been in an E. I am now a 34D, and I do have a lot of sagging from the weight loss because I was really big busted. I'm not really for sure how I'm going to address that. There's only so much exercise you can do for your chest. And of course, let me roll back up here real quick. I am 42, so I am very realistic with myself about how I expect to look. But overall, I have no intentions at this point in time still of doing 170. And that was my original go weight, simply because there was a point in time that I was pretty comfortable. I had dropped down as low as 157, which is right around what they, meaning the statistics, say I should weigh. To me, I think that was a little too thin. I am, like I said, I have big hips, and so whenever I got down that small, I literally looked like I was starving, in my opinion. And a lot of my family members agreed. So 170 felt like a good, safe number for me, and what I feel comfortable at. So now that that's out of the way, I want to talk about the phase that I'm in now. And what I mean is in maintenance. I'm trying to, level out my carbs and my protein to where I'm still getting a lot of protein in. I'm still trying to get my 60 to 80 grams of protein in, but I've added some carbs to my diet. And that has been a difficult battle for me because obviously I'm in this to get healthy, not just to be skinny or thinner. So there are still a lot of things that my stomach doesn't like that I need. My stomach's not real fond of green veggies. I'm not quite sure why. I used to love raw baby spinach, and I used to love raw broccoli, salads. Things like that have always been kind of like a staple for me, even before I got on this journey. But there are things that still just do not sit well with me. Sorry about my hair, y'all. It's naturally curly and does whatever it wants to do. But anyway, what I'm doing to accommodate the fact that vegetables are not my best friends, as far as my stomach goes, I am, for vegetable-wise, which is the good carbs, vegetables and fruits, I am doing a V8 juice. It's V8 Fusion Plus Energy. It is the orange pineapple flavor. I love it. It's so good. I drink about 46 ounces of that a day, which gives me all of the vitamins that I need. Excuse me, I need a drink of coffee. Now, it does have about 50 calories for every 8 ounces that you drink. And it does have about 24 grams of carbs, but they're good carbs. And for those that don't know, whenever you're on the phases and you're still losing weight, they want you to stay under 50 carbs a day. That's not an option for me now, because my goal is to not lose weight. So far, based on what I'm doing, as far as my good carbs go, is I'm basically just implementing the V8 juices into my diet, because vegetables and stuff do not sit well with me. Another problem that I ran into was obviously because of the adjustments that I've made in my diet during this phase. Protein, I was struggling drinking my juices and getting my protein in. So I went back to trying to drink protein shakes and found that my stomach decided that it's not real fond of protein shakes right now. So now, basically, my meals consist of about 4 to 6 small meals of nothing but baked or grilled steak, baked or grilled fish, baked or grilled chicken, breast, not legs or anything like that. And for breakfast, I have a couple pieces of bacon and about 1 egg white. About an egg white does it. I was eating a lot of the yolk of the egg, and I stepped back on that a little bit because I didn't want to start developing an issue with cholesterol. So I am doing the egg whites, which are very, very efficient whenever it comes to getting protein. So basically, I'm living on meat and V8 juice, and I'm okay with that. I have not went back to the breads, grains. I don't do grains. A lot of people will go into doing some kind of grain food. I don't do that because I also have an underlying condition apart from, it's not even underlying, it's actually a whole other condition, which is hypothyroidism and Hashimoto's thyroiditis. Grains are just hard on our bodies to digest, and so is meat. There are things that I eat that whenever you have a hypothyroid problem, your metabolism is super slow or basically non-existing. I take 2 thyroid pills a day, and that is also still being measured and worked out, because the changes that you make are gradual. So like I was at a high dosage, and now I am down slowly, gradually going down. And they do it because the only way to really find out the right and proper dosage for someone with this condition is by simply trial and error. And this is the same thing that goes on as far as our eating goes. And I really want to stress on this eating thing, because I talk to a lot of people who are getting this surgery done. I try to put myself out there so that people can kind of hear what I went through and give them ideas, help them if I can. I want to, because this was a new journey for me, and just trying to find a comfort zone for me has been an issue. And the best way that we can help other people is by sharing our stories, simply because everyone is different. Do not think for one moment that my video is going to be the guide on what works best for you. It's not, because everyone is different. There are going to be things that I can do that you're not going to be able to do, things that I can eat that you're not going to be able to eat. There are going to be things that you're going to want to try, and you just have to just be prepared to know that it may or may not work out for you. Do not base your diet on one solid thing and hope that it's going to be your staple, because as your surgery post-op goes on, there are going to be things that you ate whenever you first started adding solids into your food that are not working for you anymore. And it just changes. Your body changes. Your body's going through weight loss. You're losing weight. Things that taste good are going to change, and you got to be prepared for that. I don't think that people understand the ramifications of not preparing yourself for the adjustments that come along. And I can't stress that enough. So I'm telling you, people, please take a moment to be prepared and educate yourselves, so that you have an open mind in this, because if you go in here and you start thinking, okay, I'm going to have protein shakes and broth for the first couple weeks, and then after that I'm going to go do this kind of creamy soup, like cream of potato or cream of chicken or cream of this or cream of that, and then a puree, I'm just going to take mashed potatoes and I'm going to grind them down, or I'm going to take this and I'm going to grind them down, or whatever. And if you plan that, you are setting yourself up for failure. You have got to go into it with an open and broad mind and be prepared to do whatever it takes. And that means experimenting and learning from your experiences and determining what works best for you. So that's what this journey is all about anyway. It's not about, it's not about say, okay, this surgery's fixed my problem, so now I just have to kick back and let whatever happen. It doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way. I take my sleeve very seriously. I want it to last me for as long as it possibly can. This is a relatively new surgery, so there's not a lot of long-term statistics on it. So I figure that the best thing I can do for my sleeve is continue to use it as it was given to me. I am still, at 6 months post-op, I am still eating at a max of about 3 ounces of food at a time. I have not forced myself to go overboard simply because I've met go. This is only step 1 of my post-op journey. I've reached my goal weight. The longest and the hardest step ever is going to be in maintaining it. And you need to get that in your head. If you don't, you're going to fail. You're going to fail. And I'm telling you, you're going to fail. And you're going to cause yourself a lot of unnecessary pain and suffering. So just please, please, please take a moment to get your head right on this. Now, as far as food goes, because of my thyroid condition, it takes my body a long time to digest food. Sorry, and I don't mean to go into a rant, people. I hear people and they're not taking care of themselves, and I'm telling you, you will regret that. I feel like the success that I have had is because I have done everything exactly like I was supposed to. And I'll go into that a little bit more, but let me get back on the food, because I want to get past that real quick. Because I have a hypothyroid condition, my stomach doesn't digest food very quickly. I have a slow digestive system. So it was causing me a lot of constipation and a lot of discomfort. So I got with my PCP. Don't want to take a bunch of prescription medicines. I just got off all that crap. That's the last thing I need is more prescription medicines. So we worked on a plan together. And what I am doing, let me see if I can find them here, is these are Digestive Advantage probiotics. I take one of these every day. They keep my tummy healthy, and they are the good bacteria for your stomach. I recommend these for anybody, whether you've had the surgery or not. They're great. Whether you have a thyroid condition or not, probiotics are just good for your tummy. And this is what I'm taking. This is an HCl, hydrochloric enzymes is what it is. Basically what this does is it's a digestive enzyme that has pepsin. Pepsin is something that allows for, it eases the discomfort of putting this enzyme into your stomach. I started out taking one of these with each meal of meat. And what happens is this enzyme goes into, I take it with it right before I start eating. This enzyme gets into my stomach and breaks down, and it helps produce this significant amount of acid to digest my food on a quicker level. And so that way I'm not feeling overfull for hours at a time, because we have to eat multiple meals a day to be healthy. So I was struggling doing that because my stomach, due to my thyroid condition, the metabolism was not working. It's just taking forever for my food to digest. I am now, each time I eat meat, not with juices, but just my meat, I take 2 of these with each meal. And I do this so that my food can digest in a timely manner. Otherwise, even 1 hour after eating, I still cannot drink. So that's what works for me. Talk to your doctor about it. And they'll guide you on what will be the best option for you. But you need to be honest with them about what's going on. You know, just because you're losing weight doesn't mean you're healthy, people. And it is up to you. If your sleeve is done properly, and mine was, I know my doctor's seen my video. They seen my surgery video. My sleeve looks really, really good. And it is functioning just like it should. And I'm still fortunate to say that it's been about 6 weeks and I'm still at go weight. I have maintained my go weight. And it has not been easy. But this is not supposed to be easy. That's what the big misconception is here. Is people go around and they talk about how easy this surgery is, and it's people losing weight the easy way, and they have no clue. If you want this to be your tool for your life, you have to take care of it, and taking care of it is hard work. It's just like if you decide to go on a diet regimen and work out, you have to do it forever. You can't do it for 6 months, reach your go weight, and stop. This is a lifetime change in your world. And I have adjusted well to that. I was quite surprised. I'm from the South, so we eat a lot of food, and, you know, there's been a lot of things that I like. If I decide I want to eat a peanut M&M, I will eat a peanut M&M. You know, I do not deprive myself of the things that taste good to me. But the sleeve is the tool that keeps me from going overboard. So it's kind of like we work together as a team. So with that said, I know this is a long video, and I do hope that y'all take the time to actually watch it, because this is about as real as it gets. I do not sugarcoat it. I'm not doing this for anything other than the fact that I'm trying to tell people the importance of following your pre and your post-op diets if you want to be successful with this. And to understand that no matter, even if you get it go weight, the journey is not over. This is forever. This is forever if you want it to last you forever. So please take a moment if you have any questions and jot them down at the end of the video. I will be glad to answer each and every one of them. And I guess that's pretty much about it. So a quick recap again. Surgery date was March the 18th. Long-term VSG, surgeon Dr. Jorge Matarena at the JL Prado Surgery Center in Tijuana, Mexico. Highest weight Christmas holiday season was 263 pounds. Surgery weight was 244 pounds. And my weight as of 6 months, 170 pounds, which is also my go weight. And I have maintained that for about 6 weeks now. So again, any questions, please let me know. Jot them down there, and I'll be glad to answer them as soon as I possibly can. Have a great day. Bye.